Hello, in today's video I'm gonna give you a short review and couple of close-ups of my new Haisstronica heat connectors and mini heat gun. Hello again. So in today's video I'm gonna talk to you about Haisstronica heat gun and heat connectors. So in a kit you got a mini heat gun and you got a connectors and you got a little adapter. Heat gun has two speeds, 1 and 2. Number 1 gives you 250 degrees Celsius and the higher one gives us 400 degrees. The heat gun also features the stand, so you can stand it while working on it. So when you're gonna be heating up your connectors, this will distribute the heat properly. So all you have to do is just slide it on. In the package we get 560 pieces of different connectors, and you have different gauges from 10, 12, 16, 18, 22, even 26. And then we also have the shrink tubing, and you can see all the specs over here, and you have red 3-to-1 heat shrink tubing. All the connectors come in this very handy box, so you also have a little instruction where if you don't know how to do it, you can just read it, and this is a perfect manual for all the beginners. Each heat shrink connector is labeled so you can see what gauge you can use on it. Later, if you also want to put your connector into the heat shrink wrap, you can also have it in two different colors. You can have them in red or in black. Heat shrink tubing also has labels on it so you can see what it's for. You also have those really huge ones that you can use for bigger projects, and they are just folded right here in this packet. So you have two big packets with the folding tubing. So now let me demonstrate you how this works. So first, of course, you need to choose the appropriate size of your connector. Now I'm gonna turn the heat gun on, and all we have to do is just keep it right here and rotate it until you're gonna see that the solder is melting. And now this has to melt, creating solid connection. And this deflector distributes the heat evenly, so we can achieve the good coverage of the contact solder that is going to make this permanent. Alrighty, and now you can see that our connection is solid, and that's how it looks. So you can try pulling it apart. We have a nice permanent soldered connection with watertight ends. Also, if you will need additional protection, we can also put this bigger sleeve right on top of it, and we can turn our gun on again, and we can heat shrink this also, giving our projects even more protection from water. So now I just turn it only on a speed number 1 to do it a little bit slower. So it really takes a couple of seconds before this shrink wrap is totally embedding the cable and our connector that is underneath. And now let's take a closer look at our connection so you can see it is nice and perfectly tight on both sides. I just want to add one more thing, that besides using this heat gun with those connectors, you can use this heat gun for different applications. For example, you can use it to unsolder some electronics. You can use it to heat shrink different plastics, or you can even use it to heat up the bolts that are rusted, and instead of just using a blowtorch, you can just use this one, and it will hopefully allow you to untighten those rusted bolts. So in summary, this is a really great combination of nice heating gun and all heating components for any outdoor projects. I'm gonna give you the link in the bottom of the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.